see I should have got a job there.
Yeah.
Why didn't we realise that even on the potential
It's like, I have no idea what you're going on about. Yeah.
it's me.
Seems like they're like kind of
It's over there. We should put over there.
There you go.
I have no idea what that is. Him? Was them? I didn't know they were in
They kept smashing it up in the programme.
that. That sounds a lot like Supernatural.
Right. What things are you interested in?
Hi, sir. And brother there. Oh, praise God. Oh, you will die.
That one. Can I?
I love that one.
Not that one.
That's nice.
That reminds me of one of
It
those.
looks like an impala.
It reminds me of one of those plankton carrying whales that go through the water. Spits it up the plankton. There you go, there's one for you.
Do you know what?
Of course it is. For me, it's a Mustang. Sort of gay. Supernatural TV show.
Yeah, quite a lot of these
Steve had brought one of his cars with him. He'd like go up on every car here on the face of it.
I like that one.
Like half an hour.
You're quite rare because if I do rush
Oh, 8-track player. Well, that goes back.
yeah, go on.
Tape player for music. 8-track. Something else before your time.
I've always, the thing is, that's one of the things I like about the old cars is that you've got cassette players instead.
Yeah, you've got to find a cassette though to put in it.
Oh, you'll find cassettes.
Well, that's true, but that's an 8-track.
What's the difference?
They're much bigger. 8-tracks are bigger.
No. Ooh, now we're getting there. Look at that.
What, bang?
Like that. Yeah, look at
Dad! Dad!
You.
that.
I doubt very much if you could get that licensed or insured or for roads.
It cost you a bit.
Pardon?
Probably cost you a bit, but you probably get it.
Yeah, if you was a multi-millionaire, you'd be able to do it.
See, that's so. Switches.
Yeah. Hey. Would you like your picture taken next to it? Yeah.
Oh. I don't get why everyone slams into the ground. Look, they always lower them right down.
Yeah.
If they hired them, they could take them all places.
Well, the theory is the lower the car, the more stable it is on turns and bends.
Yeah, but you can't really take it off-road or anything, can you? If you put more suspension in it, you can.
Yeah, I've seen them. They've lowered the suspension and they can hardly get over the ramps. So the car scrapes its bottom. Slightest bump and it hits.
See, what they've done here is there's been so many pain. My friend loves pickup trucks.
Just let me know if you want your photo. I'll take your photo next to every car. Go on, off you go.
Okay.
That's yours.
Oh, was it mine?
Yeah.
Are you? They've got lightning on it.
It's a good place, this boy. I'm supposed to go. Even Elvis
That's
has
not
come
rust,
down.
that's actual paint.
Model cars.
Oh, would you just go look at the
I was just wondering if you knew that.
I don't look at them. Do you want to?
No. I suppose we've got to make it note, realise where we are on the map, so we don't miss
Oh, do we
anything.
have to? Actually, yeah, we kind of do.
Otherwise we'll miss most of it, won't we?
Yeah, okay.
Is that where the rich people go upstairs, yeah? When the races are on?
Yeah. I would have liked that, but then they changed the paint job on it and turned it into a sort of sport car. I don't like sports cars.
Or the red one?
Those cars I like. Those cars I like. Those cars I like. It's a Cadillac.
It's only 35,000.
It's a Cadillac. Ooh. Take a ride in my long black
Cadillac Coupe de
Cadillac.
Ville.
I mean 60. That was a good year.
Right, you think what sort of
60s were good year.
size engines are they having? 3 litres or something? Nice column change. I used to like the column change. I thought the column change was very nice.
I wonder how many people here have actually heard of Steve Darnell.
You having a t-shirt?
No.
Why are you?
I
Why?
don't know.
Pardon?
No. Dad, there's your vehicle.
What, because
It's as old as you.
Did you say because you don't know who they are?
Yeah.
Well, what, you want your t-shirt signed? We'd really let you take it down.
68 was a really good one.
On the Mustang?
Yeah. as well. 68 and 69.
There's some seats under the seat belts, I'll come up in there.
Yeah, the chairs there, look. Now we can have a look around. You can have a look around.
Still here, right?
Nice. You know, there's so many nice ones, I don't know which one to take over them.
You can have this one, and I'll have that one. Unless you see one that I like more.
Alright, okay.
Probably will, because, you know, I'm not decisive. But... Actually, I'll take the red one. Actually, no. Yellow one. So the yellow one and put 2 black racing straps and say it's Bumblebee. Just as I say that, I turn around and there's a Transformer stuff.
Oh yeah.
Time is key.
Time is key.
Timing is key. Ooh.
Oh, we've got a steakhouse here.
We got what?
Steak bar, look, down the bottom there.
Okay.
Food. Hope we get hungry with it. Just got to make a note where they are. You want to go and look around these?
Yeah, sure. No, what? Do you want a drone?
Can I? One with a camera on it.
Yeah, sure, go.
High def camera.
Yeah, I'm not going to shit and I'll punch the balls.
Found some in the military
Sort
vehicles.
of, just after the event. Yeah. Well, I shot that.
Military.
Yeah.
Can you imagine her face? Can't wait. Not makeup. I need to be really upset.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
There's the...
Sports cars. And rubber. Would you want a giant vintage sign?
Loads of them.
Hell on wheels. It's going to be angry.
That's what I like to see. Polish the wing or you polish the body. I'll tell you what, I've just waxed the damn thing and I wish I hadn't got my socks on, to be honest. It's like standing on ice. Stay there long enough, you'll earn £2.5 quid, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Until you look in your mirror and see it behind you.
Precisely.
Got to wriggle up. That's great. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, enjoy yourself.
You want to stick that in your 40 stuff?
No. That's one thing you definitely should not try to fit in a car. Just because you can fit a cat motor in a car doesn't mean you can fit that in a car. That's just a bad idea. Oh, it's chunky. Chargers, Challengers, Dodge.
Do you want the photo? Oh, not all American, that's not. You can pull down, do you? Did you want the picture taken? Go for it. That's it. Do you know whereabouts this sign is that you come to see?
Hey, John.
I'll find it on the map. not for another couple hours.
Don't know what done it. Oh, that's done already. So the phone maybe these people back.
17. Yeah, 17 is there.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
Did you say what time?
Yeah. 12, 12:15 to 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah, WelderUp signing. What are they signing? I mean, you haven't got a... You have to get a food bill taken out of it. Or we
I'll be
have...
fine, I just go to the Summit Planner.
Oh, is it meant to be a program guy? What planner?
Huh?
What
You know,
planner?
you customise my school planner. That's in my bag.
Oh, right.
Now I've got to try and figure out where we are. So that's...
Daddy, look at the paint on the Mustang. Oh, Shelby. That's Shelby.
Society is like a stew. You read that?
What? If you don't stir it up every once in a while, a layer of scum floats to the top. Oh my god, I love that.
Good, isn't it?
That is just good. Big Brother is watching you. Bit creepy. Do as he says.
I didn't know they were. I didn't know they had a box of Sophia in the track.
It's a lodge as well.
I hate to think how much the tyres cost, let alone anything else.
Probably a bit. There's some loose wiring. Ooh, circulation valve. They bumped that up.
For some reason, really good nick.
They bumped the back up.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Well, some of them just as if they come off a that long, let alone being so old.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, true.
If they look like they're brand new, hot rod. If they look like they're scrappy and old, rat rod. Ooh, Ford Mustang. Shiny. And it's blue. I have one.
Nice.
Okay, stand back.
You want your photo turned down, right? In you get the photo.
Yeah.
We're going to have another one without the other car in it. Yeah. In
Just
there.
wait.
In you go.
Just wait.
Alright, okay. Okay?
That's my phone.
That's yours now, is it?
That's mine.
Mustangs, isn't there?
Yeah?
It's not about the new Tonka.
Mustangs are good.
That one's for sale.
After Chevys. Chevys come first.
Oh, do they? $1968.
Useful olive green. If you want this car. Oh, that's cute.
Do you think I'll get that in the driveway?
There's one thing I don't get about when they do these festivals. Do they account for how much you can see?
Yeah, you'd have to be a little short now to see through that slot, wouldn't you? Is it not? Funny old sunrise or a flash one. I'll take it lifts out the way some point when you're done with it. I'll take it goes up onto the roof.
That's our favourite colour, that's lovely. Can we have that one? That one?
No.
No, this one.
Doesn't it?
I think so.
No. Oh, this one. Oh,
No, it don't, does it?
you like that one? That one's taller.
Weird, isn't it?
Do you want to go and stand by it and I take a picture? So we can show Mummy how tall it is.
two Scottish women in a huge car like that.
You wouldn't knock that little wall down if you knocked the house down.
Press the middle wire.
They're the white base jeans.
Jeff Dunham went to a car show in America recently, and he brought his armoured I'm expecting to see that on television. When's it come out? Sometime in the middle of August, I think it is. The new season of WelderUp twice.
Wonder what happens.
Hitting my back.
That's the hall we were in.
Yeah.
Take it they're trying to fix things. I'll take the black one, you can have the red one.
Right, that'll do. Very nice.
Look, Steve Darnell is from Kramer.
Oh yeah.
The reveal, it looks all happy. No, it's a disaster. The welder's still hot. The car out of the it's chaos. I haven't been
Straight down, straight in, no chance.
Thank you.
Tools off you, just try and get it on the trailer.
Can we have one, James?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. Come on, what you got it over there? Hello, mate. You all right, buddy? Okay, say that to him.
Sorry, mate.
I love how even though they're in Britain, I went to college right now, just wearing shades.
Filming a few.
Oh, I want to go back to Las Vegas. Please don't go back to Vegas. Yes, I must. That plane is going to take me with it.
She might be coming down tonight. She's going to see her mum.
The real boys in here. Cheers, thank you. Thank you. You are? I'm doing it for the first time. Yes, yeah, I've seen it, yeah. Let's do it. TikTok was into this, wasn't it? It's all 49 merchant. Yeah. It's got the one that we raced in the desert. Yeah. I think he's probably over it. Strap me out, played the ball out, big weights.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the WelderUp starter. As soon as the WelderUp starter, Steve Justin will be
There she is. How long have you been here, Mum?
Came about one of the cars that he built. Because he had to make a racer completely from scratch.
All right.
And he went out and bought a really old welder.
Oh, I see that one.
And he done everything the old way. Just about. Oh, and then I started putting on the turbos. This moment was just perfect.
Everybody out here's built one or built a car, but it's just a sense of pride and accomplishment at the end of the day. And I think that's why these little kids in the crowd are like really looking forward to getting out there and building a round rock one day with your dad or their grandpa or your brother or somebody, because there's really no rules, you know, and you can do what you want. So this is just a prime example of this culture and what you can do with the well, he's got a lot of money in it. I'm not gonna lie. This supercharger right here is probably expensive, but you really don't have to follow the rules and put so much money into something like this. So the cool thing about it is it's more self-accomplishment of finishing something that is so complicated and so much work. And you know, I take my hat off to this guy and all the guys out there that put the time and the effort into building something like this. And I know what it feels like. I've been through 50 of these, so you know it wears on you. Just doing one is a lot. So it's really cool to see this. This is like my family, so I love it.
Right, Anthony, you want to get in the car and get the 6 down? Are we going to have
You might blow it up.
Yeah, DJ booth can hear me and the microphone up here would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, here's the Rock starter. Anson's built this with a couple of friends, south of mine, over in Sheehan. So hold your ears, guys. This is a hot plane as well. Anthony's welcome for Steve Darnell and Justin Kramer, WelderUp.
Hey guys, thanks for having us.
Right guys, we're going to have a little chat. Obviously everyone's all got a bit of questions to ask Steve and Justin. So what I'm going to do, I've got a few sat here from emails that people have sent in. So I'm going to ask Steve and Justin these, and then if anybody wants to ask a couple of questions themselves, I'll ask them, okay? So guys, thank you very much for flying in from Vegas. You enjoyed London?
It's awesome. We had a great time yesterday. We went and cruised around London. The yoga pants are awesome. Thank you for the yoga pants, girls. Yeah, but it was great. We had a good time. We learned a lot. Very educational. You know, to actually see, you know, kind of where we all come from. So it was, you know, we're pretty new over there. I came over here and there's like churches that are 900 years old. I'm like, holy crap.
He's been to Big Ben, Tower Bridge, West London, where else have we got? Okay, Windsor Castle, Buckingham Palace. He's done the lot, so he's done a full tour of London in one day. So it's been a busy time.
It's been awesome. You guys got a great, I mean, you know, for us I didn't know much about the UK till I got here, and it's beautiful. It's a great place, and I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
Right, Steve. We've had your fans email us a couple of questions. I've got one from a guy called Terry, is it Baylis or Ballis? Have we got Terry here? Terry, how you doing, my man? Right, Terry here wants to know, whenever you doubted yourself or felt like giving up, what was the one thing that kept you going and working towards where you are today? And that's not a sex god either, that.
You know, I think, I was raised in an area where there was no turning back. My dad was an iron worker, so I grew up in a steel yard, and he was a hard ass. So there was no turning back. I was expected to be to work at 5 o'clock every morning and work till the day was over, period. I mean, that's only the way it was.
That's the same here in the UK, mate. Not different anywhere else.
So I think, growing up, just kind of being pushed hard, and learning how to work and I don't take no for an answer very well, and I kind of like to bend the rules and change things, and I think that's what keeps me inspired is the fact that once you start creating something crazy, it's the follow through. It's like what it's going to be when it's over. It's exciting, and if you give up halfway, then you're just never going to know what it could have been or what it was going to be, and that's why I'm here today. Is just basically completing a project or completing anything in your life that you do, just completely follow through, and you'll be proud of it. At the end of the day, like that rat rod I was talking about, when you start a project like that, you're like, oh man, am I gonna be able to finish this? This is a lot of work, your friends are falling out, your wife's leaving you gotta sell shit to do it. It's like, you just get to a point where you have to just follow through, make the sacrifices and do it, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be happy.
Cool. Right, what is everyone's most famous car that Steve, or the best car that Steve's built? Come on, anyone?
Quit your bitching.
D-Rod, young man there. What's your name, buddy? Grease. Hi, Grease. Grease.
That's Reese.
Grease. Yeah, Reese.
He's got grease in his hair, though.
Yeah. He's a Grease. Yeah, Grease. Right, Steve, what gave you the inspiration for the D-Rod?
The D-Rod, I had built a couple other rat rods and had fun with it, and but the diesels make so much torque, and the more fuel and the more air you put to them, just the more power they make. And I had a supercharged small block Chevy and a rat rod, and it was fast. It was a lot of fun. But I was like, if I build me a rat rod with a twin turbo Cummins diesel in it that makes 12 to 1,500 foot-pounds of torque, this thing's gonna be nasty. Especially if it only weighs. The D-Rod weighs 3,400 pounds with me not in it. I'm not going to tell you how much it weighs with me in it. But that car basically was the turning point of all. It was really kind of it changed the course of cars if you think about it. Like when that thing came out, it got in Hot Rod magazine and all the diesel power magazines, and it was on the ham. This is before everybody had Instagram and stuff like that. So it was a very big controversy of what I was doing with, taking this diesel engine and putting it in this car. They think it destroyed the car world, and I think it opened a new chapter to the car world that we live in today. And anybody that knows anything about diesels, they've been around since the 30s, the 20s. Clancy Cummins built the first Cummins diesel, I think, in the 20s. So it's really a part of our culture anyway, and I think it just was really cool to put this car together and change it. And I know that now, like me and Justin always talk about it, we've got probably 500 guys that keep on social media with us that have built diesel rat rods. So now we've got our own family of diesel rat rods, and just any of the guys that are building custom stuff is just so much fun. And I think that's the diesel rod is just kind of its iconic piece, and I appreciate everybody.
As you would say, badass.
Yeah, it's bad. It's right now it's making about 1,250 horse on fuel, and probably 2,800 foot-pounds of torque. It's got a turbo 400 in it. We just put 40 spline axles in the rear, and actually finally put power brakes on it so we can stop it, because it's like a slingshot. Like, you guys can't imagine the feeling of the torque. It's, how an airplane feels when it takes off. It's like that times 10. It's so aggressive, and it's a thrill.
Right, cool. Right, as everybody who watches the WelderUp program, and I assume most people here have watched the WelderUp program, Justin was one part of Steve's divorce. Didn't worry about the house, he just wanted Justin. Justin, what age did you meet Steve?
Let's see, I was 11 years old, And pretty much my dad said, hey, this guy Steve, he got your sister pregnant.
Whoops. Shit happens.
So what age did he get you into building cars?
What's that?
What age did he get you into building cars?
Let's see. I started building go-karts, well, probably around 11, 12 years old. And I come from a family of just everyone who rodeos. They're all cowboys and cowgirls, and I'm the outcast. And this guy was pretty much the only one that brought hot rods around. He bought me my first dirt bike. And so, I mean, since I was a kid, I've been building cars.
So obviously you never thought you'd be on building cars. You were riding cows, weren't you?
No, I knew I was going to build cars for the rest of my life. That's been my focus since I was a kid. From a small town outside Las Vegas called Pahrump. And so, you know, back home everyone's real proud of me, but yeah, never in a million years did I think I'd ever be on TV.
Cool. Right. Anybody a question? Go on. Matt, hang on a minute, I shouldn't even talk to you. You've got gas monk at your top. Come on, man.
We're on season 3 in UK at the moment, so what's happened to Twiggy? Where's she gone?
Well, I think we will ship it. That's definitely a gas monkey, man. If we move on about Twiggy, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, just look her up on the internet. I'm sure it's easy to find her.
Anybody else? Got another question? Got a man there with his hand up waving around.
I think she's a pin-up model.
Pardon?
She was a pin-up model before she was on. I think she come back.
The smoke? Oh, you mean do I get in trouble for that? You know, it really kind of, it depends on how obnoxious I am and where I'm at. I mean, I try to be cool because now I've become friends with a lot of cops in Las Vegas, so I don't try to push it too hard. Yeah, there's been times where, I can tell you one time, I was driving down the road and I'm racing a Corvette and a cop pulls me over. And this guy's so pissed. He was huge. Big, huge
that's
cop.
annoyed, by the way. Annoyed.
Yeah, he was
children.
upset.
Annoyed.
And I literally, I told him, I go, listen, man, before you jerk me out of this car, I need to pull the steering wheel off it because I'm stuck in here. I thought he was going to pull my arm off trying to get me out of the car. And luckily there was another call, something a little bit more serious to me, so he drove off. But, you know, I try not to get crazy about it because it just, I know that immediately they know it's me doing it. You see smoke in Las Vegas, it's Steve doing something in his car. So, but yeah, I've been in trouble. I've been pulled over a couple of times. But yeah, I got pulled over with his dad one time, racing, I think, a Mustang. I couldn't remember, it was only that quick and it was over, so. But yeah, I get in trouble for it.
Right, anybody else? Go on.
Outside of the D-Rod, what's your personal favourite build?
Right, outside of the D-Rod, what is your most favourite build?
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I built a lot of cars. Each and every one of them, I guess, is kind of like your kid. You know what I mean? Like, you like them. They each got their own personality, and every one of them, I sacrifice a part of my life to every one of them. So anybody that's built a car knows what it feels like when it's over. Your fingers are bleeding, your knees are wore out, you're exhausted. So every one of them is like raising a child. It's a pain in the ass. But when
we're talking about knees bleeding.
Yeah, it's like I want to keep them all. It's really hard. I mean, I got, you know, like a lot of the cars that kind of stand out that just have a great personality would be like Quit Your Bitchin'. I mean, I don't know if you guys seen that little Hemi car. That car was kind of like, you know, a comeback from the diesel rat rod. So when the diesel rat rod was built, we built a couple other diesel rat rods. And then we were kind of getting some flack from people about my diesel rat rod. So we built Quit Your Bitchin' to kind of like shut your mouth. I mean, this is a 354 Hemi, 671 blower, 2 Holley carburetors, quick change rear end, turbo 400. I mean, it's a coupe, 5-window. You just can't get much more nostalgic 60s, 70s style hot rod. So, and then, you know, of course, my 55 Chevy is kind of the same way. So they just all have their personalities. And the ones that I built for my customers, you know, I hate to see them leave, you know, because they're going to like clear across the United States or somewhere, and every one of them has a, you know, I think about them. Like when I built the clown car, did anybody see the clown car that we built? Okay, like I seriously went off into a creepy, weird month of weirdness to build that car because I like to live them. I mean, like being down here in London yesterday at them churches, I mean, I'll let the cat out of the bag. I eventually want to do a documentary on building a car that's kind of about like hell and witches and crazy. And when you go down there and you see the gargoyles and you see the faces and you see the artwork that went into all this stuff, it inspires me so much that my mind is just going crazy right now. I cannot wait to build the car just to get it out of my head. You guys are going to see me like in a straitjacket.
Has anybody been to the Haunted Experience under Tower Bridge? No. I totally need to go to it. The three of us were in it yesterday, and it was different, wasn't it, mate? It was good fun. We had men chasing after chainsaws, axes, cages.
I think the coolest part is afterwards we sat and talked to the guy that actually runs the place, and for like 45 minutes he gave us a history on what was underneath the London Bridge. And you know, I didn't know much about the London Bridge, except for did we kind of get screwed on that deal when they sent it to Havasu? What was the deal? It was the bridge, not the bridge. I'm still a little confused. But anyway, underneath that bridge, there was some stuff that this guy found. They knocked the wall down. There was a box in there with a note in there, and there was a bunch of artifacts. So it's like, yeah, it had something to do with Jack the Ripper. So it was really cool. I mean, even if it's BS, I want to believe it, because that was really cool, and I think that's inspiring
stuff,
for me.
By the way. Right, Steve, I've got to be really rude, buddy. I just need to make an announcement. I've got a 1959 Ranchero registration, uniform, Foxtrot, wave your hand if it's yours. Uniform, Foxtrot 371. Anybody? Is that here, the owner? We're finding them. No, we're finding them, okay. So that's a Ranchero. We've got a VW Caddy Bus Alpha Bravo Hotel 736C. No, we're not finding that one either. Okay then. 1954 Wagon E1G54 California Dreaming. Bloody hell. What are you gone? No?
Gone to the pub.
Right, guys, hopefully some of you are going to be here all weekend. I've got a couple of people behind me here who have made gifts for Steve. You've got to sign, Justin, you actually get your present, you have to share it. Right, the first one, he wants to bring that gift over. Do you want to walk over to the stage? Round of applause, is that him? This man here is, I'm not sure he's made it all, but this is a gift for you. It's not going to go bang, is it?
No. It's an empty box.
Sure. Hang on, has security checks then? No? Right, okay.
Thank you guys. I love the shows.
Oh, I'm included. Oh, okay.
Who would like it?
Well, let's open it up.
Right, hang on, let me move. Just a sec.
Alright, let's check this out. Oh wow, look at that. Little
box.
baby. Wow. Look at that. Wow, that's really cool.
Steve, there's a love letter underneath. Actually, that's your shopping list for next week. Milk, bread. What's the other
bit? Says get back on the plane as soon as you can. Pretty cool, man. That's awesome. That is neat. Yeah, we'll definitely try to get that over the. Yeah, we're gonna. I think we got a bomb.
Well,
that's cool.
The thing is, we better check this internally and scan it for the security and plane. What's your name, buddy? Andy. Andy. Oh,
Andy, that's awesome, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very nice, man. That's some cool. That's cool because it's ratted out. It's welded all rough. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I got hole saws for the freaking wheels. That's cool. It's so cool that people are actually, you know, this is a prime example of the culture that the D-Rod kind of kicked off. You know, people are just, they love it, and for this guy to sit at home and put hours in this thing, I don't even know. You gotta have some time in that.
About 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, that's a lot of
I'd
work.
say 4 or 5 days, maybe.
Yeah, that's a lot of time, man. We appreciate it.
Welder anyway, but I wouldn't weld sheet stainless steel.
Right.
Rusty.
crap like this.
Yeah, we're used to welding rusty stuff, so we love it.
Man, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Round of applause for this, man. Right, I've got a 15-year-old lad here. Is it Connor? We've got young Connor. Do you want to come round, buddy? This, I'm sorry, Steve. He says you cannot have this. Nor you, Justin. But he wants to show you what he's. Have you made it or custom made? So you've made the whole lot from scratch. Where's the controls? Ah, right, guys. Everyone, move out the way.
That's sweet.
So you've made all this from scratch?
Did you weld all this together? That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
What sort of speed does it do, then, mate? 50 mile an hour.
What kind of shocks it's got on here?
You haven't jumped it yet. Look at that suspension. You need to jump that sucker.
That's good. That's good. You're gonna be like me. You're gonna build it, go put it on the shelf, and then build another one. And then do another one, and do another one. Don't drive. Has anybody been to our showroom yet? In Vegas? Who's been there? Cool. Yeah, awesome, man.
Steve, can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Coming to Vegas next year, if I come down your garage, will you guys be there and we have a few beers and you make me a car?
He doesn't drink to begin with, that's the first problem.
I'm a terrible drinker. You don't want me to start drinking. I get beat up or something. Now, we're there, like, we try to be there every
Are
day.
you film stars now, or are you actually there working?
Yeah, we work.
Believe it or not, they do actually grass. He had me and Steve, Trippy, wherever he is, digging out rat poo out of cars when we were up there last. And Hoovers.
Love it.
Now, this is serious. We work every day, me and Justin. We work together every day. We're usually the only two in the shop. The other guys kind of go do their own thing when we're not on camera. So, me and Justin are in there building every day. We're working on stuff. I try to keep the WelderUp cars running. I mean, you know, we got like 30 of them, and every time I go get in one, battery's dead, something's not working. You know, we just turbocharged my 57 Chevy. The one, now you guys have seen, hey, nice job, buddy. This is Connor, guys. You check him out. In a couple of years, he'll probably show this car show with his own big old ride. Right on, dude. That's good work, buddy. Thank you. Now, we, like the 57 Chevy, you guys, I mean, if you've seen the show, it's the one I drive around. Every year there's an upgrade. So it'll get like, the first year we had a 283 in it, then it went to a supercharged small block, then we did the LS in it with a Corvette drivetrain, and now we just put a gigantic turbo on it. And does anybody follow us on Instagram? Does anybody know how to use Instagram?
Who uses Facebook? Who uses Facebook? Wow, there's a lot more Facebook than Instagram, Steve. Yesterday was wasted.
Okay, so if I can encourage you guys to check out our Instagram, and I do Facebook too, but Instagram's so much easier for me to keep connected with our fans and stuff and let you know what we're doing. But it's WelderUp Vegas. If you get on there, just go to Instagram, put in WelderUp Vegas, and we do live feeds all the time of what we're doing. And
literally all the time.
Well, we got to try to keep up with, you know, what we're doing here, and you know, once we introduce you guys in our lives, we want to try to keep you there, and you know, that's what we do, is fun stuff. So, and we live basically like you guys. I mean, we're just working every day and working on our own stuff, so it's kind of fun to just show you what we're doing. What's up, man?
So can you build me car or not?
You know what? We've gone to the fact of where I just build the cars on TV now.
And just a quick side thing, man. So everybody, you're live on the WelderUp Instagram. Let's give it a WelderUp!
Yeah, we decided to, you know, building cars off season now is hard because here I am today. So I can't be there, and I'm not going to pay people to build my cars for me. If I'm not there involved with my hands on the car, I'm not doing it. So I would rather do the ones on TV. That way I'm involved in the build. I'm making the decisions. I'm the one that's helping out from start to finish. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't feel like I am the person that I am. And I don't want any of my people to think I'm I'm a phony, because I'm not. I work
No,
every
you're
day.
right.
And I can vouch for him 100%. He's a grafter, and every time he's covered in oil, at least everything else. So his shower doesn't work, all you do work. One of the two.
You know, I look at this show and it's hard. You know, we put these cars together in 10 to 15, 20 days. You know, we built 2 cars in 5 weeks with the production there. So 16 days the production's in your face. The other times we're in pre-prep. So, and they're full chassis build cars from the ground up, finding all these parts and pieces. So it's a lot of work. And, you know, we just want you guys to know that we put a lot of pride, a lot of work into these vehicles in a short amount of time. And it's a struggle. It's real, man. It's real stuff.
Right, how are we getting on with these cars? Are we having any joys? Anyone? Are we having any joys with these winners for the cars? No? Anyone listening?
So those guys win and they didn't come get their...
I don't think I was with it taking a minute. How are we getting on? Does,
What about anybody else got some questions while we're waiting? You know, each and every car that I build, and the difference of each and every one of them basically comes maybe from the customer. You know, like the clown car was not supposed to be anything probably like what it came out to be, but the guy was such a clown to me when I met him that I couldn't get it out of my head. Like, this dude full jumped and hugged me around my, like, latched onto me like a little monkey and hugged me. And I'm like, okay, we need to build this guy something crazy. You know, he wanted something happy, fun. And so what I did is I go home and I start getting creepy in the head and figuring out something that is really cool that will, you know, get my point across on the person, you know. And some of them are different, you know. I got guys that are common dudes that just get up and go to work every day and they want something cool. So, you know, maybe we'll structure it around their dad or their grandpa or, you know, things like that. And each and every one of them, I have to really live it for a while, you know, and it changes my personality and kind of puts me in a different frame of mind. I mean, I guess it's kind of like what an actor would do when they got to act on TV. They have to be that person for a while. And so that's kind of where I have to go. And it's cool. I mean, I love living the adventure. It's pretty awesome. So that's usually how I come up with the inspiration.
not really a boss, is it? It's family.
Yeah, it's different for me than the other guys. 'Cause, I mean, like we're like best friends, you know. And but I mean, everybody else in the shop says Steve's an asshole.
Could we change that, children? These are strange American terms, children. Yeah? And if you use them in school, just say Justin Kramer and Steve Darnell. Sorry.
No, he's a great guy to work with.
You know, I mean, fortunately for us, we just have so many more options than you guys do here. I mean, you know, I've drove around, I've seen all of the cars that you guys kind of have. I mean, unless you guys import them, you're kind of like at the mercy of importing some cars. Well, you know, I haven't got a chance to go down and see your guys' cars yet, so I'm gonna come down and see it. But from what I've seen, it's like, you know, we are a little bit more fortunate over there on parts and pieces and getting things, and you know, you guys are at the mercy of, you know, trying to get parts and finding stuff, and but I just think that we're all the same. We're all fighting for that cool, unique piece that we want to just incorporate to make it ours, to make it what you feel like is what you are. And that's what these rat rods are mainly about. Anybody that's even got a hot rod, you know. The girl with the race car over there with the paint job on it, with the blown bar in it. Kirsten. You know, the paint job is about her, you know. And I knew that when I seen it, I was like, okay, who painted it, you know? And it was about for her. So the details to make it your own is really fun, and it gives you like, feel proud to own it, and you know, the hard work that you put into your rat rods and stuff like that is just, you know, don't think that I don't notice that, because I know I've been through a lot of those builds. I mean, a lot of them. So I know exactly what every guy goes through when they're building something from the ground up like that.
Right, you can all think of your questions. Just a couple of minutes, we're going to have a break in this and we're going to do the trophies, and then we'll ask some more questions to Steve. You have to hold it just a minute. If you hold your thought, I promise you, if you jump up and down really high and loud, I'll remember. Okay, right. Who owns the Ford wagon, 1954? Yeah, that's you, mate. Do you want to come up? This is third place for the Ford wagon. Round of applause, guys.
Congratulations.
What's your name, buddy? Simon. Well done, mate.
Well done, mate. Learning the lingo.
Yeah. Well done. Right. Congratulations to that. Enjoy your trophy. Have a picture.
Cheers.
Right. Who owns the VW Caddy bus? VW Caddy bus?
Red shirt. Red shirt. I see him coming.
Red shirt.
Got a big smile on his face. Yeah. Got his American hot rod shirt on.
Yeah, what's your name, man? Darren, well done, mate. Congratulations, mate. Have a picture. Well done, mate. Round of applause. Second place, well done. Right, first place. I fancy a coffee, do you?
Yeah.
Right, we're back in 20 minutes. Right, first place. 1959 Ranchero. Where's the owner for that? 1959 Ranchero. What's your name? How you doing, buddy? Nice to meet you. I remember seeing your car down on the seaside. Yeah, well done, buddy. Well, congratulations. First place for our show today.
Congratulations, man. Right on.
Turn around, buddy, with a picture. There you go. That's what giving that £50 note over this morning, Dick. Guys, round of applause, first place.
Right on, man.
I actually know the car. It is absolutely beautiful. I think you're at the paint shop, ain't you? You got out of the paint shop, ain't you? Yeah. I've seen the car. I remember it absolutely beautiful. Give some paintwork. Come and find this man here.
No, I honestly don't know crap about paint.
So,
obviously.
I had someone over that way. What's the question? I know. Go on. What's your question? What is the most frustrating build you had to do?
You know, actually, this year was pretty tough on us. The end of the year, we did two really hard cars. So Discovery Channel had us do 10 builds, and because you know the show's pretty good, the viewership was up. They added 2 more shows to our season this year. So probably one of the 2 actually the toughest ones, because they were together, was the Charger and that station wagon. So we built those 2 cars in one block, and they were complete builds. I mean, you know, Justin started on the table with just square tubing for that chassis that goes underneath that Charger. And all the suspension was handmade. The front and rear axles came out of a Dodge truck, and we had to cut all the suspension brackets off that and start fresh with new suspension brackets, link bars, the King shocks. I mean, everything on that Charger was a pain in the butt, and the station wagon was a ton of work with it. We put a Mustang 2 front end in it, back halved it, and we did all that in like, I think it was 5 or 6 weeks we did them both. So yeah, those were probably the hardest and the most frustrating. It was at the end of the season, so we had already built cars for 7 months straight to that point, and then the last 2 were probably the hardest. So we were tired, we were wore out. Everybody was mad, wanted to beat each other up in the shop, so it was tough. Those last 2 were tough.
Right. Anybody else? Yeah, I threw him in the back.
What's up, Grease?
Steve. Come on, man, what's the question? You nail it every time.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, man.
Right on, dude. Thank you.
Give us some skin.
Appreciate it.
Buddy, what's the question? what is the best way of building a car to make it where it looks at the end of the build?
Well, I think the fun part that I actually like about building cars is, like I was telling this guy earlier, is just getting into it with my head and like living it for a while. You know, I mean, you know, I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to build a car for a nun, probably, but I mean, you know. Well,
it doesn't matter.
I don't want to say nothing here. So anyway, maybe I shouldn't have said nothing about that. But you know, every one of them is just, you know, it's really a part of your brain that you have to go and dig deep and live it for a while, so you can get creative and find those little tiny things. You know, you guys don't get to see the detail in the cars, which is so disappointing with the TV show. I wish they would show more of the detail, and everybody here that watches the show probably would like to see more of that.
Do you know the clown car? Everyone's seen the clown car. Everyone also says that. I'll tell you, well, Steve, one thing he actually said the other day to me, was disappointed that the detail missing in the actual series. And I've seen that car, and I'll tell you something, go and see it for yourself. You'll look at it and go, they've missed so much. What they filmed, the attention to detail, that is amazing.
Do you ever take on a British apprentice?
British apprentice. She wants to work for Steve.
Not me. I want to send my boy over.
Does he work free?
You're talking about your son or husband?
Son.
I think I'm just double checking.
If he likes to get yelled at and he works free, we'll probably take him.
Right, guys.
I'll email you later then.
Right, everybody, I don't know if anybody's ever looked at plans of how cars are built, houses are built. You always think with attention to detail of plans. And the other week, Justin and I were talking about how they actually build these cars, how the plans are done. He says, no, he said, I sit on the desk and I just draw on a bit of paper. So I just said, well, do me a favour, draw me, how would you start a build? That is it. So what you see, that is how, there you go, that is how these builds start, and it goes from there, and obviously the measurements and bits and pieces. So you think what you see the end result, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, only I can read the plans.
Well, you've seen what we can build, what we build, so it's not too far off that.
I like your axles a bit. Right, we got any more questions? Yeah.
Your son's going to follow suit with what you were doing, your boys.
Yeah, you know, one of my boys is actually working for me right now, full time. He just graduated high school. He's a good kid. He works hard. He's got my boys. They're into diesel trucks. You know, down there they all got Cummins diesels in their trucks, and both my boys are always trying to outdo each other on turbos, and you know, and they're pretty junky. Like I let them just rummage through my stuff to build their motors, but they're really into it. My youngest son, Cash, he just made me a grandpa. Yeah, I'm a grandpa. He's 17. He went and got his GED. He quit school. He works for a diesel mechanic. So he's actually a diesel tech right now, and he's doing really good. He's rebuilding motors. And I think it's a great, you know, rather than working for me, he's actually out doing a job that he's getting paid for, and he's learning. So, you know, a lot of guys ask me, should my kids go to college? And I say, go work for a guy that's going to kick you in the butt every day, and if you don't do your job, he's going to fire you. Because that's the best way to learn how to be there every day and work. And so I think that to me is the best college he's going to get, is just being in there and being responsible for what he has to do and take care of his little baby. And
when you work together, you and your sons, do you argue with them, or do you sort of rip into them?
You know, it's funny because I see the tables turning now. You know, me and my dad, I worked with my dad for 13 years in a steel yard. I grew up in a truck with him, you know, and as I got older, I started kind of arguing with him on business and ideas that I thought were better than his. And now my kids do it to me, you know what I mean? Now they're like, Dad, you're so old school, like you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So
your son works with me and he's always giving me shit.
Well, they do, but you know what? Cherish that time, because you know what? It's not very often that you get to work with your son and to be involved in your life. And my kids are getting the age now where, you know, like Justin, I have so much stuff going on, and I have so many different vehicles now. I'm just like, here, just take them and go drive them, fix them, work on them. It's good to have them involved because it keeps them running and it keeps the kids inspired. And with my boys being around me and on the show, I just hope that it inspires dads and sons out there to get out there and shop, work with your kid, develop a relationship with them, and hang out so we can carry this culture to the next decade.
Right, so how many people here are actually classic car owners? American car, British car, anything? Yeah, we've got quite a few. Right, how many of you here, if Steve Darnell and Justin built a car for the UK, how many of you would want to buy it?
Start off at 75 grand and settle about 50.
Well, we haven't discussed the price tag yet. Okay then, we got anybody else who got a question here?
Would you let your sons build you a car?
I'd probably have to be gone if my kids were going to build me a car. I don't know if I could be in the same room. Just because, what's so frustrating for them, I've done it so many times that I just walk up and go, move this over here. It's funny, I look at it now, they're young and so ambitious and very smart for their age, but there's so many things that, as you get older, looking at something, you can make it so much quicker and easier. So it's frustrating me to actually watch them, but if they wanted to build me something, I'd love it. I'd love to watch them do
While
it.
you're over here, they're building you one now, what would you do?
What's that?
If they were building him one now?
Yeah, you're here.
He's only gone for 5 days.
Well, they're actually, Chase, my older son's building he went and found a 4-door 67 Power Wagon truck, and he's cab swapping it onto a 97 Dodge chassis. He's going to twin turbo a Cummins and put a 5-speed transmission in it. And, his biggest thing is don't touch my truck, Dad, because I don't want people to think that you build my truck for me. So he works very hard to let people know that I'm not helping him build his truck. I mean, he's doing all the welding. He's built his own motor. I just go out there and run the forklift and the lift, and I'm kind of his.
How many times does he run you, Justin? How many times does he run you? Can't talk to Dad for help.
I go to Justin now. I walk up to Justin. I go, "What do you think about this? Is this gonna work?"
We're definitely not scared to get second opinions from each other, because realistically, out of like 5 dumb ideas, one good idea will come out of it.
Do you argue? Proper argue? Get cross, throw spanners across the workshop?
I don't know.
Tell him politely to go away.
When we're actually fighting, we're fighting the production. We're chasing camera guys around. I've lit the director on fire a few times.
We have a pretty good. I don't know. We just have a good agreement with each other in the shop. I know when he's mad, and he knows when I'm mad. So we just leave it alone.
Right. Have we got anybody over this direction we missed for a question? Go on, young man. Don't do it.
First time builder, I get my advice to you is just if you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I mean? Dedicate your time, figure out how you want to do it, make a plan. Usually I just go into it and do it, and then when I'm halfway through it, I'm like, God, what am I doing? But you want to know that if you want to complete a project, that there is going to be a budget involved in what you want to do. So whether it's a go-kart, a mini bike, it starts there. We all started off with little lawnmower motors in our go-karts. I did. I had tons of them. And anytime I could mess with throttle to make it go faster, that's just where you learn. But I think before you bite off something huge, you just need to go through the steps of learning and know that when you do it, you need to just finish it. Because at your age, if you complete it before you're 18 or 19, that is a step into manhood. How old are you? 20. Yeah, you look young.
Come on, buddy. How old are you? He's been to Amsterdam, so.
But even if even at the age of 25, if you built your own car by then, that is a great kickoff to accomplishing something in your life. So when you go do a job for somebody, it's not hard. Just go do it. There you go.
When was that? Say that.
Yeah, it's easy to cut them apart and take them apart. It's putting them back together is the hard part.
Right. Anybody else? We've got any other questions for anybody else over that direction? Have I missed? No? We've got any questions from this direction? Yes, sir.
Do you want another son?
Do I want another son?
Yeah, adopters.
Mate, I've my wife very kindly, because I printed out all the emails I had from Steve and Justin's fans. I had to read out today, and a member of my staff and a good friend turned the computer off, and all the emails went. So my wife had to rewrite it, and this is some of the questions. And one of them here is: we've got a silver izzard here. Will you marry me?
Is that to me or Justin?
It doesn't actually say. It just says, there you go. Sorry. Will you run away with me?
Well, I mean, I probably want to get married again, just to be totally honest with you. I was married to Justin's sister, so yeah. So I kept him in the divorce.
Next one. Any women in here with lots of money want to marry Steve? We got one lady there, one second. We'll start the bid off at £100 and marry Steve, okay? £100, we've got £200 to marry Steve. I've only got the 200 quid, Steve. We need to give up. Right, just a quick one, ladies and gentlemen. Who likes jiving? Dancing? We got a man there? Man? I could do an option here. Okay, guys, do you know that it's jive lesson? No, don't worry, me, Steve and Justin are not doing jive lessons. We've got jive school and lessons of dancing over the corner there. Does everyone know that? Yeah, some nods, some no's. Right, we've got jive lessons, dance.
That's Madam's Day.
I've got that camper in the car.
Have you?
Yeah.
What do you reckon of it?
I very rarely use it. No. It's very rare. I've actually got a EE action camera. It's got wide lanes, wide angle. When you watch it back, it's actually crystal clear. You can actually pinpoint if you've got a zit on the end of your nose, you can see it. It's actually clear. And you can actually run it live and send it to someone else wherever. You could watch it in America if I wanted to. Live stream it. Yeah, 4K, but it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Thanks.
Get it? Do you want to get one? Want to get a picture?
Oh, it's fine. It's okay.
All right.
Two watches or more.
So do I. All the time, yeah. It's videoed in my office and it's videoed in my bedroom. So if I'm missing one, I'll get the other.
Oh, right. So I'll just pick up a card, do I?
Yeah, if you go out, you went through the hall, out the other side, downstairs, on the left, this end of the bed, thing, they're all piled up. Right. Hopefully, anyway, if there's enough there. There's a lot of people, what they've been doing is taking pictures of the back, saying the same thing.
There's a lot of pictures of backs of heads.
Yeah, that's what I do. Everyone says, take a picture of those, now I'm not a photographer. I don't know how to take cameras.
Actually, what Monster Garage, you know Monster Garage? So we have to go back home when I was a kid. Just he built Monster Garage, so these weird cars that just did stupid stuff. And I got that's pretty much honest. Anytime. Anything but
Vegas again.
She does. I'm going as well. As long as you can get me in a suitcase.
Alright, we'll see you later. Thanks for coming by today.
Okay.
See you later.
Right. Cheers. Thank you.
Hey, you bet. See you, man. Thank you.
Right, we've seen it all, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.